Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. Today we are looking at a game between ColonelKoenig and Borry from the December 2 tournament in the SDL Discord. So we have an interesting matchup here on Slutsk with Koenig playing 122nd Infantry and Borry playing 20th Panzergrenadier, both divisions that we don't actually see that often. So let's look at their builds of them. And we start off with 122nd Infantry Division. And we don't see that often, but it's quite a nice one. We have a lot of 2K assets in this, which is definitely helpful on this map. So recon tab, you have Tarkhan, Puya, and Fusilier. Infantry tab, just everything is single machine gun units, which is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is one of the reasons why I don't see it that often. So we have Grenadier Panzerfaust, and then a lot of CQC in A phase with Pionieri and Sturmpioneer, and we also see the Sturmgrenadier, which is a nice MP44 unit. In B phase, we get the Some Poisid. Sorry, can't pronounce it correctly. Maybe Pasa can correct me in the comments. This is, I think, a single machine gun unit. I've checked it before, but I almost forgotten it again. With a Molotov. It's one of these hybrid units, but it's only 20 points, so it's fair. Then you have more Sturmgrenadier, and in C phase, you only have Pioneers, which is actually not too bad. I mean, it's a single machine gun unit. Your Grenadiers are a single machine gun unit, and you get a TNT on top of it. Definitely can't hurt, and I mean it means Koenig has CQC for days. Tank tab, you get the one Stück 4, the rest is just Stück freeze, and there's one more card, but he brings the leader instead. Support, flamethrower, machine gun, the usual, and then a commander as well as 242 and IG33. So you definitely get a lot of 2k HE, which is quite nice. AT tab, you have some of the nice finished tools with the Lati and the Tanki Torunta. These are absolutely fantastic, especially the Lati, really powerful. And then he just brings some light AT, and then of course the mighty Krupp in A and B phase, so there's some other impact 40s to round it up. AA tab is not that big. Pretty much the only reasonable units here are the ones that he brings with the Flak Feeling and the STKF set. And as we know, Koenig goes for low numbers and some additional veterancy, but he usually gets to keep these things alive, so that works out. Artillery tab, just some leader, nothing in A, which is surprising, no mortars or anything, and then just some. It's basically says free, I think. And then the 150s, you don't actually have anything between. Air tab, quite interesting. All of these planes have like the small bomb loadouts, so I'm surprised that he brings them. I know in my experience they just don't perform that well, but at least you get a lot of planes that way, so Koenig can get some nice spam going there. And on the other side, we do have 20th Panzergrenadier, another division that we hardly ever see, although we've just seen it very recently in one of Attack Powers casts, but you can believe me, it really is a division that we hardly ever get to see otherwise. It's quite nice. It's also a division that you basically only see on Slutsk because this is kind of where they're good at. And I think it's also the division that Borry beat me when I played him the first time. But yeah, so recon tab, we do have artillery name, B face, everything double that, and then we see the BMW car, which is an interesting choice to say the least. I kind of get the radio for 5 points, but 12 MB is a little bit excessive to me. Also, I don't know actually if there's better options, but if there are, I probably won't take this. Infantry tab, he goes quite spam with the Ersatztruppen, otherwise just Panzergrenadier DP, which is nice to have. And then some sequences are quite light in terms of line infantry in A phase, and nothing with a lot of punch, but might actually be enough against 122nd. Then in B phase, some more CQC, more Panzergren, C phase, some Pioneer and Panzergrens as well. Tank tab, of course, you have a nice mix there. You have some Stück 4s, which are fantastic, and then you have the Panzer 4 slash 5/4. This is basically just an up armored Panzer 4. I don't know the stats like out of my head, but it's definitely quite quite a bit stronger. So definitely nice there. Support tab, some flamethrowers, IG, MG42, the usual, and then some IG33. So no 2K HE in A phase. And then of course you have the Befehlstiger, which is fantastic. This thing has like 170 millimeters of armor or something like that, and the Tiger turret on top of it. So quite strong. AT tab. Panzerschreck, Pack 40, and then some Jagd Panzers to round it up. But interestingly enough, he only brings one card of elephant. It's kind of the gimmick of this division. You have lots of elephants. He only brings one though. AA tab, quite nice there. He brings a single 20 mils in A phase just to have something cheap available, which might actually be smart idea. You have the Flak Panzer Panther. It's a Panther with a black filling on top of it, basically. However, it is, I think the armor is lower than the regular Panther because Steel Division averages the armor of the turret and the the chassis together to determine the armor value. So if you don't have to turn up there, the value is quite low. And then some Flak 36 in B phase together with some SDKF sets. So he expects a lot of air spam, which is reasonable to expect from Koenig, if we're being honest. Artillery type quite interesting. He brings 150 in A phase and then again in B phase, and then some SK-18s in B phase as well. So quite heavy on artillery, and quite early on to air. He brings the Focke-Wulf 58C. It's actually quite nice. It's decently fast. It's not super fast, but decently fast. 20 points. You get 6 of them. You can spam them around a little bit. Then some J87s for early air spam, as well as some BF-109s. And we are back. So we start with the deployment as always. On wait, that's Koenig. Yeah, no, Borry. On Borry's side, we do see quite a light deployment down south. Usually blue tries to get this flag, but it looks like Borry is not going for it. Although with his division, that kind of makes sense. He has the advantage in the open after all. Although, does he really? Not so sure. We see, yeah, rather a defensive deployment, but he tries to get into this position, which is definitely reasonable. We see some support weapons early on as well to kind of cover off this open ground there. And yeah, flamethrowers to rush in. Koenig responds. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Koenig responds with the strong push down south, trying to secure this flag. Goes a little bit deeper in there, but otherwise very passively as well, so we can expect both of the forces in the north anyway, it looks like. And yeah, so Koenig doesn't actually go for this push, which is very common actually. Instead, it looks like he tries to go through here and then probably go from there into this position. Interesting. Never actually seen this done. I'm curious to see how it plays out. He still supports it, so it might actually work out. And the open, we just see, what do we see? Stu 42, and not much otherwise. He pushes through here though. He like tries to grab these flags. Okay, interesting pathing. Never actually seen someone taking this route, but it's actually not as that easy to cover off at the start. I think most people like kind of position defensively like here, so it might actually work out. And yeah, tries to go for the town here. Where's the Stu going? Up here, nice position there. Borry responds. He tries to get on the hill as well, it looks like. Probably with the recon, though. He pushes for this, flamethrower, presumably, and then deploys more heavily here. He brings out the Panzer 4 5-4 right at the start, which is also quite nice. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. And my voice is not on in its best shape currently, but should still be fine. I have some water with me as well, in case I need it. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit sick, but let's hope not. But yes, it's definitely an interesting matchup. But still, I'm not actually sure who has the upper hand here in the open. Borry has a lot of, or not a lot. He has some strong armor for this. I can definitely do better here than what Koenig has. However, he doesn't actually have any 2k HE early on, and the Krupps can be a massive issue. They can definitely wipe out everything that Borry can bring. Now, they're not going to have a super easy time against the Elephant, but they can still do it. Oh, it's the Lati that's rushing forward here. It actually comes the horse. This is dangerous. Might still get a kill later on. It's currently not really doing much. Strumpani here got in. What's coming here? Pinieri, Strumpanier, Strumgrenadier. That might be an issue here in the town, but there's actually nothing here actually that can deal with that. I mean, neither of these players really have a lot in terms of infantry support other than, regular armor. So it's their infantry that has to do the job, basically. Now we see an early Stuka coming in. So the air spam has started. There's a flak filling coming in from Koenig's side. I don't know if he's planned on bringing this out right at the start of it, or if he's just started doing this. Currently 13-11 for Koenig as he grabs at this flag with his Stromgrenadier here. Don't know if anything died here on Borry's side, but it is not alive at least. Something just died here, I don't know what. Starts dropping here, they don't do much, especially not against a Stromgrenadier. Even with the cover difference, J87 wipes out the MG. They have two sets of bombs, and Borry did the cool thing. He turned off one set of bombs. He could actually go for the flak filling if Koenig doesn't notice, if he can spot it. That would be absolutely devastating, but he doesn't go for it. Currently 14-10 as Koenig grabs another flag. Which one does he grab? Oh, he grabs that one. Borry on the run. Yeah, the problem with the air systems, of course, they are not that great. Now, the Grenadier DP is actually not bad. It's actually, I would say, good against It's actually good against the regular grenadiers here, and the right range, maybe even the Sturmgrenadier, but it is not the it's not the greatest tool otherwise. I mean, it's very cost effective. This is what it's really good at. But the ersatz, the problem is the ersatz that are sprinkled around everywhere don't really do much. Like they're good at holding the line, but that's about it. Like Failing kills the one Ju-87. We have two Ju-87s now in. I think Borry likes to do this a lot with this division. I've definitely seen him doing this against me. Now, of course, 2 instances is not really a rule, but I don't know. They came pretty fast. I feel like this is the standard program for this. But Koenig has a flak filling to cover off his push, so he made the right assessment of deciding, okay, that this is where he wants to push, this is where he invested, so this is where he needs his AA. But the cool thing about these Stukas now is, of course, even if the one, like now that one has died, it's not actually that good, but even now, Borry can just use it everywhere else, and it can generate so much value. Cheap bombers like Stukas are really great because they are cheaper than the AA that your opponent needs to buy. So even if they don't actually kill anything and then just die to the AA, your opponent has now invested into it. It's not a good thing if you want to air spam afterwards. Then this is a terrible idea. The Krupp is now coming in. The problem is the Panzer 5-4 might actually be able to pick up a transport kill here. If this unloads now, which it does, now these tanks are in trouble because they're now out of the O. They don't actually see it, do they? The Krupp sees them. No, Borry noticed. He's falling back, but yeah, he's now 2 kg, and it is protected by a flak filling. There's not much that he can actually do. Krupp misses though. Now it gets a pen. So the Panzer 4 and the Panzer 4-5 are on the run, and they are damaged. Not a Ju-87. Yeah, I don't know what Borry was thinking here. He knows that the flak filling is there. He's not going to get in. He's going to lose it as well, especially if it flies directly into it. That's goodbye for the Stuka. And south, not much happening. Sturmpanier here looks like he won against one Sturmpanier. There's still one left though. Panzergrenadier DP here in a weird position, but it's there to hold the line potentially. Stuka did go down. Yeah, now the problem is now Koenig actually got a lot of value out of it. Oh, Krupp spots something again. No, Panzer 4 is not in range. Panzer 4 is in a nice little position where he cannot be spotted by the Krupp, but he can spot everything that's here. So, but yeah, I mean, the problem is for Borry is that the open is now pretty much uncontestable for him until B phase. It's only in 5 minutes, and then the units have to arrive. So still 13-11 for Koenig as he continues to hold this scrap with his Sturmpanier. Now, this flag will probably fall relatively soonish if Borry really tries to get the Sturmpanier out of there, but still, it's going to be a struggle. Stu42 died, by the way. Now we see a 105 in. It looks like this is Borry's answer now to the Krupp. Artillery against these kind of guns is always good and a bad thing. The good thing is, of course, that they are very killable for artillery. At the same time, the problem with this is that, especially with enough radius, it's going to take a while. And if Koenig is moving this thing, which he is, probably to get a line of sight on the Panzer 5-4. But if it's moving, it's kind of hard to get a shot off. And you cannot really force it to not move unless you put something in the way that it can target. With this, it's a little bit easier because it's HE, so you can just move his airshots forwards, and as long as Koenig doesn't realize and just queue up a move order, you can just kind of bomb it, or shell it in this case. Looks like Borry's Sturmpanier here won against Koenig Sturmpanier. I don't really know what happened there. See another machine gun coming in to... I have to imagine he wanted this, but this is not a good spot either. A little bit surprised. Grenadier DP's coming. He doesn't have that many of them. 1, 2, 3. There's definitely one here. 4, 5, 6. I think it's all of them out. And, they have 3.5 more minutes to go. It's definitely not good. Said it spans around some SS room, but the SS room seems to be working. Like there's one in a really nice position where it can grab the flag, but none of these units can actually spot it. So he's relatively safe until Koenig managed to move all around here. Then he can actually start taking this on the fire. So that's a very nice play there from Borry. Stukri is also moving forward. There's no AT here, so it's actually pretty safe. Shouldn't really not be allowed to do that. Koenig realizes he's blind bombing. Oh no, he's actually spotting it with the Sturmgrenadier here, so you can just directly bomb it. And even if it doesn't kill it, it's Ersatztrupp, and they will now retreat back to 13-11 for ColonelKoenig. A lot of recon now for Borry. This one might be a little bit too close to the flag filling. Gonna have to wait and see. It's low resilience, so eh. Correction, I thought that was this was different planes. It's actually quite slow. Never mind. Leader now coming in, so Koenig slowly reinforcing the south. Looks like he's trying to push here. I mean, with the Sturmgrenadier and the CQC, he actually has a little bit of an advantage here. Not really in terms of his long-range infantry, but if he, can avoid long-range heavy fights, he should be able to take the town eventually. Looks like Borry's not even going for this. He's going for an MG42, which is an odd choice considering that the Champagner is still here grabbing this flag. Meanwhile, Koenig is just... Oh! Not Koenig, Borry. But he gets an encirclement. That's smart. That's smart. So he doesn't actually need to face check this. Which he could have, honestly. Especially with the artillery. And truthfully, I mean, there's more here than the machine gun he needs to know because of the front line. So I'm surprised that this is his primary target. But, yeah. Slow start here in general. There's some trades up here, but since then it's been a little bit quiet. Yeah, Arsastruppen are not going to hold this off. Even with the cover difference, I mean, not having a machine gun makes them basically useless. Back to 12-12 though, as the encirclement here has now finished and the Champagne is still. Problem is, Borry still needs to be careful. He can't just move in there because the Champagne can still wreck some of his units. Ju-87, yeah, this is the problem, right? So there's no AA here, there's no AA here, so Borry can just use his air force now somewhere else. So he only has the one Ju-87 left, which is quite bad. Like if he bought 3 of them, 2 died to the flak filling. One, okay, he didn't know yet, but the second one, quite unnecessarily. This time he didn't turn off the bombs. Interesting. Might actually die now to the Focke-Wulfs. Focke-Wulfs are coming in. There's a single 20 mil, but it's not going to do much. There's another one. Still not going to do much, probably. Koenig turns around, though. He now attempts to bomb it. With 2 of them, it's probably not going to happen. Did the Stuka just shoot at the Focke-Wulf? Or was that... I mean, it has 20 mils. What's the resilience on these? We can't check. F8 are the bad ones, I think. Might actually go down here. It's 220 mils, single star. He flies directly over it. That's not that good. No, still survives. Interesting. IG-33 here in now. The 150 is also quite far forward. Is it Borry that we've seen doing this already now, multiple times? Might be. Oh, that was the one attack bar video where he had the SK-18 really far forward on, what was that, Shedrin or something? I don't know if I remember these kind of things, but I do. Grenadier here now pushing forward, supported by the Stück 3. Still no AT here. Panzer 4 coming, Yak Panzer 4 coming in. Can definitely kill the Stück 3. Stück 3 will struggle, but at this range, he can actually pen the Yak Panzer 4. So it's not the range where you want to be fighting. Panzer 4 5 coming in is also not the range you want to fight the Stück. This thing is, although it's not that much more expensive actually. 37 now going for the bombing run. Oh no, so Borry did turn off one set of bombs. Okay. Forcing off the Pioneer here, but Borry needs to reinforce his ASAP, or he's gonna lose his support weapons here. Rostrup are coming in, might be a little bit too late. Second Pioneer is already on the way, and this one will not be pinned forever. Tanky Torunta coming in. I guess he wants to get it into here eventually. Stück 3 here died to the Yak Panzer, it looks like. Interesting. Is the Yak Panzer 4 at least damaged? It is not. I would have expected Stück to at least pen it once, to be honest. Group here is suppressed. I guess it was shelled by the 150. Borry is already aiming behind it, expecting it to run, which it now does. Let's see if he actually gets a hit. Didn't actually damage it. I think 9 health is the max health of this. Not mistaken. Marley coming in, SK-71 coming in. So flak filling is still here, will obliterate all of these, especially considering that the Ersatztruppen are really not that good. This would be an easy thing for Borry to now start shooting at, especially since he wants to use his Ju-87, right? So another Krupp coming in here in the center. Reasonable choice. Koenig can definitely expect a push coming here for Borry, so it looks like he's already setting up for that. In a town, Pretty much a stalemate here. Lottie has been engaged. Has used one of the smoke rounds before, smoke grenades. But so far still alive. Something surrendered here to the Jagdpanzer, it looks like. Now push here with Jagdpanzer and a Panzer 5/4. That's ballsy. Although currently there's not much here to deal with that. The Stück 3 should easily be killed off. The Marder 2 is definitely going to be a little bit of a problem. It can still be dealt with. Tanky Dorunta's coming in. The problem is he can just relax like here now, and they can pop over, and if they go just a little bit further forward, they will be killable. Yeah, look at that. Everything here was either killed or forced off, like feeling still alive. Not even really all that damaged. 150. It's now retargeted finally at the flak filling. Could have happened. Well, to be fair, he didn't know if it was still there, so it's reasonable. You could just fly one of your recon planes like just by the end of its range, at the very edge of its range, to get like a few shots off, just to see if it's still there. Tanky Turunta now moving in. This is very, very dangerous here. Especially since these are pushing forward. So going after Stück 3. Stück 3 on the run though. Yeah, this is the problem with these kind of... what's it called? These elevations here. You have to be very, very careful. You might want to send some infantry before you bring in your tanks. This is the perfect spot to hide some AT. Yeah, you can even get up here. 45 mil. Did it get a side shot? Looks like it almost. Now it's kind of... yeah, it's bouncing. Now it will continue to bounce. The problem is it keeps these tanks engaged, which gives the Tanky Dorunta time to move in, and it looks like it's going to get in there in time. Borry falling back. Did he spot it? No, don't think so. Maybe he was just realized that this was a little bit risky. Focke-Wulf coming in, going after the infantry here. Problem is they're bunched together, so it might actually take some damage. There's only one single 20 mil. Also have Flak 36 here as well. Actually not that bad. The two 20 mils here are probably not going to do much. It's smoking. I don't think it's going to get down. Maybe? No, don't think so. No, it survives. Very slow game here. Neither of these players is very aggressive. Or Krupp found the Flak 36 there. That's potentially very problematic. Flak filling here, moving back. Borry's shells not landing, unfortunately for him. So may poise it. If you're in the comments, you passer, please let me know how to pronounce this. I love, I'd like to pronounce these names correctly, but I have no clue. Not at all. Like German ones, easy of course. English ones, okay as well. French ones, I can actually most of the time pronounce correctly as well, but after that it kind of stops. Like I've heard enough Italian to maybe try to do it right, but even that is already difficult. And then you have Finnish or Russian, like no chance. J87 coming in, yeah, the flag filling is not dead yet. I probably would have waited a little bit longer. Wait, does he have... oh, he has 4 of those, right? I spawned another one. Without testing first if the flag filling is still there, which it is. So it's gonna go down as well. It's flying directly into it. No, SKF-7-1 here is still alive. And they're getting a buff, so it will actually survive a little bit more often. Yeah, they're getting medium resilience, which I was really not convinced of this at first, because I feel like with how cheap they are and the big bundle that they actually get, that they might be too strong for what you pay for them. But if we're honest about it, I mean, like it's still with the loop, it probably would still have been stopped by the flak filling here. I'm a little bit concerned about what some of the not so good AA pieces are gonna do, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if they're still having enough stopping power to stop at Ju-87, because it has the loop, which still delays it by quite a bit. But looks like the Panzer... oh no, it's just been... no, it has gone down, hasn't it? Something? Yeah, look at that. That's the Panzer 5/4. What killed it? I don't know what did it. Can't have been a Tanky Toronto. No, that's not in range. Oh, we see a little firefight here. So, yeah, the Finnish unit here versus Stostrup. Stostrup is not in the right spot. It should be further back in. And against all of these, is of course going to lose once they push into the forest. Leader here is giving some nice veterancy as well. Does he have a commander out? Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's a triple star, so he has a commander out right here in the center. Nice there. Yeah, the thing is, commanders can actually really be worth it. Oh, the Mother got a pen on the Stück 4 and gets a kill. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate for Borry. I think he needs to be a little bit more careful with his armor. He's already lost some pieces, not quite unnecessarily. Oh, maybe the Mother got the kill here. It was tucked away, so we couldn't, like, we didn't see that it had line of sight, but probably it had by the time this unit died there. But yeah, so the thing about commanders is they can actually be quite useful, of course. You can get a lot of value out of those 100 points, but it really depends on how much leaders you have available. If you really need, like if everything that you have is already double that anyway, you don't really need the commander anyway. And it also depends on the situation, right? If you play Maverick against Balance, for example, as a Maverick player, you probably want to have enough units on the ground to really push properly, so you might not actually have the time to invest into Commander. At the same time, for the Balance player, of course, you might only be able to do this very, very late, because before that, you kind of have to focus on holding the line and then getting back into things. You might not have the time to buy a commander and then wait till it actually shows an effect. You might need something on the ground now, and so we don't actually always see them. It's really match up dependent, I would say. I used to feel like you always have to have one, but the more of these top players like Koenig that I watch, the more I see that it's not necessary every time. Sometimes it really is, and very often it's kind of optional, like nice to have, but maybe you focus on other things before you buy a commander. So Stück 3 pushed up here. It's now in a spot where it also has to be careful because the Panzergrenadier of the Panzerfaust can just move forward if this moves too far forward. We do see some artillery on Koenig's side as well. He is reinforcing with battery first, so these are going to be at triple star now. It's going to be absolutely insane. And they're both going for the counter battery. I mean, it doesn't have a radio there anyway. The problem is with the battery Führer, and especially with the close range, are actually going to do a lot of work. So these lighter calibers really don't do a lot at very long ranges, but this range might actually do okay. You can see at the spread. We don't see the spread. It's unlucky. Don't tell me that this is no. Yeah, it's not. It's a bit bigger. Oh yeah, but look at that. Already getting hits. I mean, they have a fast fire rate as well. It's 8 rounds a minute, and with the battery Führer, I don't know, it has to be like 12 or something, I have to imagine, a triple star. So it's going to hurt quite a lot. We do see another bombing strike. Koenig slowly pushing here with some Sturmgrenadier, and I mean, Borry has basically just Ersatztruppen here, which is not good. And the support MC just got wiped by this push. Panzergrenadier here in a nice little spot. I can probably stop these. I mean, the Sturmgrenadier has MP44s, but the cover difference is kind of working against him here. Grenadier just moving forward. I mean, yeah, if they're going after some Ersatztruppen, that's not a big problem. Sturmtruppen here, getting caught by both of these units, not gonna stand a chance here. Flak 36 is already being focused, so Koenig having not two more of these right here, and all of them are just going after Flak 36. Wow, and it goes down. So devastating, and now Koenig can come in with his blades. I mean, Koenig is an air spammer, so you really have to be very, very careful with your AA. Because Koenig will focus it down, and it will die. Unless you micro it absolutely insanely good. 13-11 for Koenig still, as he has grabbed, or not still, but again, as he's grabbed this flag in the center. Up north, Koenig now retreating. I mean, Borry's invested a lot here, and it hasn't really helped that much. Looks like we've missed it, but the Krupp died. Flag filling's still alive, though. I guess Koenig just decided that this is not the place to push anymore. Borry has reinforced heavily here, so I now focus on the town and just retreats these units so that he can keep them alive, it looks like. Don't see players retreating very often. Like, very often I would say you see people just using their things or redirecting them. And maybe that's the plan at the end of the day. Oh no, he's not actually completely retreating. He's just falling back to here. Maybe because he can then kind of protect it as well. Stück 3, I don't know what's the plan there. be honest. 150 is up and running again. It's doing some counter battery now. A plane just died. I have to imagine it was one of the recon planes. I'm not sure. 150 so far still struggling. It looks like these are not. They're not going after 150 again. They're now going after the AA here. Yeah, I mean, it's Koenig. AA is immediately going to get focused. As SEK set in, it's going to get focused again. I can tell you that much. Koenig also doing a nice job here, bringing his Focke-Wulfs with recon so that he doesn't lose line of sight, and also get some information and divert some of the fire to his recon plane to make sure that his regular bombers survive. 150 so far, not doing a good job at counter battery. There's 5 of these now in. I mean, this is the issue if you have slow games like this, right? Your opponent has the time to actually start bringing in more artillery. It kind of goes both ways. Borry bringing it back to 12-12 with him grabbing this flag now. Koenig needs to be careful now, yeah, because his SDK set and his Stück 3 here are endangered. 45 mil is not going to do much. There used to be, like, there was a Krupp going this way, but I guess it died then? The then in transports? No, don't see it. Was it bombed? No. Don't know what happened to that one. Maybe I didn't see correctly and it was one of these. Now there's definitely one coming. It's going for the hill here. So I guess he either wants to cover this off in case Borry pushes or he wants to move it forward then to clear this out. Both been reasonable choices. Flamethrower just chilling here, not doing much and actually. IG-33 and Stück 4 here on the hill, providing some fire support into town. The problem is the flag is still with Koenig. Borry needs to re-grab it. Stück 4 both get a pen. Oh, but it gets finished off by the Stück 4. It's very unfortunate for Koenig, for Borry. IG-33, if it finds the Stück 4, can actually kill with the heat shell. It is in range. Looks like the Stück 4 found the IG-33. IG-33 is moving. No! Borry. I think it's going to take more damage because he's moving now. He should have let it stay there. Yeah, now it's suppressed. He should have let it stay there and try to fight it. Is it also focused by artillery or what did that massive boom now? Don't know. 150 still alive, but running low on ammo. SK18 in, not doing much. This is a dangerous position because depending on how big the spread is, and if he moves it a little bit, Koenig might actually accidentally hit the pack 40. That's not so good. Borry spotted the Krupp. It's already going after it, but the Krupp is moving. Yeah, this is why you don't go after AT pieces right away. Borry bringing in a JH7 together with some recon. Probably to clear this out finally, but it's not actually required because he could just deal with that. He doesn't know, of course. The flak filling is still there, so he might lose this Stück as well. So that's all 4 Stückas down then. No, he just turns around. He just has some circling there. He grabs this flag now by with his push forward. So 13-11 now for Borry. Currently hard to tell who's really in a better spot. Both have a lot of units in. Now we see the Befehlstiger in on Borry's side. Borry has done some damages. It looks like he's attempted to pushing back in there. Pack 40 cannot see the Stück 4. Oh, just barely. Is he moving now? It's not. Well, you will see the Stück 4 anyway once the Stück 4 moves forward. Looks like now he sees it, even though, yeah, the line of sight tool is kind of scuffed. There's another Stück 4 here as well, so it should definitely go down. Artillery still working again on the A here, this time after the SKF set 7-1. Yeah, Borry hasn't moved it looks like, and it was spotted out either because it's shot or because maybe one of these spotted it, I don't know. J7 still just circling, another Krupp coming in. There's going to be an issue because once again Borry doesn't actually have anything here to deal with that. Although now he has access to the IG-33s, just not in position for it. And now the plane spam goes on killing this Panzergrenadier, which would then open this up for, or which might end this grab, although the Panzer IV might do it as well. Focke-Wulf going after the Panzer IV. I mean, it will kill it eventually if it just continues on. Yeah, the fact that this thing is just circling around, not doing much, is actually not that good. He could be using it down south somewhere. Like, if you have your planes out anyway, and just waiting for a good target, just go for any target if you don't find a good one in there. Because eventually we'll have to go back and refuel anyway, so might as well just use it while you have it. Oh, Panzergrenadier, DP, and Panzerfaust finds these out in the open. Sturmgrenadier have the MP44. Oh no, it's just the one. It's just the DP that's engaging it. These haven't spotted them yet, so Borry might actually lose these because Koenig will get in. That's very unlucky. Nice ballsy push there from Koenig. Probably shouldn't have paid off, but it looks like it does. What's this? Oh, it brings it win with 50. Oh, I didn't know that. So this T-34 chassis used as an ammo truck. Never seen this. Haven't realized when I looked at the deck. Interesting. But Koenig, Borry's still holding this flag with Jagdpanzer 4 and Panzergrenadier. The group is here though, and it looks like it's moving forward. So Koenig needs to move forward his IG-33, which he does. Needs to. Okay, so maybe a little bit excessive. I probably would just make sure that it's further forward than the tanks, and then he should be fine. And what he's doing now is maybe a little bit risky. Group now going after Grenadier there. Oh, look at all this veterancy here. Wow. That just looks great. Now Pioneers and Ursa's troop coming in, so Borry just going for it. I mean, it's a ballsy play, but I love to see it. I mean, Koenig is not holding this super strong. Like, he's not really holding the edge here. So Borry taking advantage of that, giving him the 14-10. Now, if he can regrab this flag in the town as well, he's going to get a 15-9. Problem is he also needs to take care of this. Oh, but we see some infantry pouring, hopefully dealing with this. So Borry doing a nice little push here. Oh, it's flipped back to Koenig. Koenig just moves something a little bit closer and that's done the job. He could actually try to go for this group now. That would be very, very useful. Borry so far just still going after the AT gun. It's still moving, so I don't know. He probably should focus on this artillery that's doing quite a lot of work actually for Koenig. Or on the AA. Though with the SDKF Z7 being there, that's a little bit more difficult. The CH-7 here is completely out of position. Doesn't even shoot at a Focke-Wulf. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, he probably needs to put it like somewhere here or something like that. On Stück 4 coming in. Stück 4 here pushing forward. Spots this Stück 4. Stück 4 from Borry's side showing side armor. It's turning, but it's probably going to be too late and it's going to go down. I have to imagine. No. Oh, wow. That's very unfortunate. Oh, this was the one that already took a pen from here, or maybe from that one. Yeah, I think that's the same one. It didn't go down before. But now it does to this Stück 4. Quite nice kill there, right? Or is that also Stück 4? No, it is not. So it's the same one that we saw earlier. It took a pen from one of these. And now it goes down. Focke-Wulf gets in again. FDS. Wow, now it shoots. Okay, okay. But now Borry needs to move because otherwise it's going to get shot at immediately. Is that it? No, he's going after something else. I was wondering if Koenig has already realized. Koenig, in the meantime, going after whatever used to be here. Midfield Tiger was down, just moved. Looks like Borry's actually showing some effect now. The group is falling back. It was kind of quite unnecessary because he had the IG-33 anyway. So that's just pushing forward. It would be great against the group, but the Finnish unit is there already. So that's unfortunate. Borry now just barely grabbing this flag, but he's lost this once again. And it's easy. I mean, it's a nice push here, a nice cheeky little attempt of grabbing this from here. I could actually do it if he just went like up here maybe, but otherwise it's not super easy to actually grab this. Now some Stücks in down south. Looks like Koenig trying to seal the deal here. But Borry's still fighting well. As have said, now moving, yeah, so it's first of all moving in a better spot and also in a position where, you know, it can it just switches positions so to avoid getting artillery, but it looks like Koenig is not going for it just yet. Borry making a big mistake here. You don't want to have them this close to each other because then any artillery going after one of them will also or might as well hit the other one. Oh, they're getting a nice kill here on one of the... What was that? Was that a 150 as well or was that a 76? Don't know. It's getting a nice kill there at least. Probably gonna get the other one as well, I have to imagine. But yeah, this really, like, having them close together only makes sense if you have the artillery leader. But even then, you can do this in a reasonable range, like right here, where hitting one or going after one probably shouldn't hit the other. Oh, the 150 goes down. Nice kill there for Borry. Sikev said, oh no, okay, I was about to say, if this moves directly next to this, it's going to be absolutely terrible. Now you see some plane spam coming in from Koenig. Yeah, Sikev said probably not going to be able to stop all of this. Actually, no, it does. There's still... No, this one gets through. I forgot to check again, but I do think they're low resilience. I think these Focke-Wulfs can have low or medium resilience. It really depends on the type. But yeah, look at that. Koenig's artillery going after these. I mean, now it's missing both, but one of these is already very suppressed, and one is a little bit of suppressed as well. Both still decent when it comes to health. Artillery battery four could probably move in a position where I could give veterans to all of those. One is already pinned. The other one is close to get pinned as well. Yeah, this is the problem, right? So by counter-battering one gun, Koenig now basically takes two guns out of action. It's probably get the kill eventually as well. So this is really, really, really bad. I don't know why Borry is doing this. Koenig's push here down south stopped, but there's two tanks coming in and Borry's not really ready for it. He has one Stück 4 here. Depending on where Koenig moves through, this Stück 4 might help, but the problem is if this has to go against two of this, it's gonna lose. Focke-Wulfs with the rockets coming in. The rockets are kind of bad, so the Pak 40 is probably not going to die, I think. This is the big ones, though. I mean, if you can hit both, it will kill. Problem is, if there's any bit of stress, but even, yeah, even without, it often just doesn't land perfectly and it doesn't kill. It's so annoying. Another flak filling now coming in to cover off this area here. Pak 40 gets finished off by the Panzer 4, I think. Both of these guns now on the run. Might actually lose one of them. They're pinned again. Yeah. And I mean, this really hurts Borry's capability of doing some counter battery. Yeah, this one is going into a different position. This is how you have to do it. This is not the way to do it. Another Focke-Wulf coming in, going after the IG-33. Kind of missed it, but the SDKF set here seems to have died. That's actually quite big. Plug filling here, not yet in position. IG-33 still, so I said these are so bad. Another Krupp coming in. Looks like the one here is still alive. The one up here died. Stück in a very risky position. Sturmgrenadier can move forward. It has a Panzerfaust. IG-33 here in position though. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Oh no, it's ground attacking, probably because of the Krupp. Krupp falling back. Could have gotten a nice little kill on the Panzer 4 there. Flak filling here forced off the Ersatztruppen, or maybe the Fusilier did, I'm not sure. Focke-Wulf just circling here is very dangerous. The flak filling is right there, but of course he doesn't know that. Still 13-11 for Borry. Yeah, looks like the two Stücks here pushed forward and killed the one Stück 4 here. That's the problem. Oh, SK-18 goes down to the counter battery from Koenig. Two more SK-18s come in. Borry finally doing the right thing and distributing them all over the place. This is how you have to do it. These are just sitting there now. I mean, it can be a smart thing to just wait and build up your artillery before you actually activate counter battery, because other than, like, if you have one or two guns and your opponent is much more than you, you'll just set everything on counter battery and you will inevitably lose the arty war. There's no chance that you survive that. Row of Panzerschrecks now coming in. I think Borry is overreacting a little bit, and this is also dangerous because if he needs a Panzerschreck anywhere else afterwards, he's actually going to have some problems because he doesn't have any left. But it's not the smartest thing to do. 242 picking on some Panzergrenadier here. Another Stück 4 has moved into this position already. Don't know how much armor these players have left, to be honest. I don't keep track well enough, and I actually don't know the numbers by heart. But we've seen quite a few Stück 4 out already on Koenig's side, so I have to imagine that he's running low on Stück 4s. Might still have some Stück 3s left though. Oh, Panzerschreck is getting shot at in the transport. One of them looks like has already died, so that's definitely not good. Penny here is in... I think he just got it off, didn't he? And this one's just gonna die. I'm not really sure what the plan here was. So Borry getting overwhelmed here is going to lose that. It's going to be really bad because once you lose this hill, you kind of can forget about your chances of re-grabbing this flag. This flag is pretty much gone as well. And then you have to also be very, very careful because, yeah, this one falls and then your reinforcement road is kind of endangered. It's really like, if you completely lose this, it's relatively hard to get back onto it. Focke-Wulfs here going after some Panzergrenadiers. Don't do enough. 12-12 now as Koenig grabs his flag. If he grabs this as well, it's 13-11 for Koenig. And then he can actually start pressuring this, which will bring in the 14-10. He's grabbing this as well. Borry losing units everywhere. As IG-33 here is a terrible spot. It can get shot up by all this infantry. It's gonna get shot up by these tanks. Pack 40 is just not in a position to actually stop anything. That's devastating. As you have said, 7 here, 1 here also died. Focke-Wulf now being able to just do whatever he wants here. Another Focke-Wulf coming in. Yeah, now the air spam has started. This is absolutely devastating. Looks like something was unloaded here. Did you actually go after that? Yeah, it's going after whatever used to be here. Did Koenig unload Pack 40 with the Maltier? That would be fantastic. That's a very heads-up play. Because otherwise, you can't really move it, right? 13-11 for a Borry still. Very impressive, though. He regrabbed this flag. If he can regrab that one, he can even bring it back to 14-10. He kind of has to, because he still might lose all of this. More infantry coming in. It's kind of turning into an infantry fight, which is interesting since, you know, Panzergrenadier, I mean, it's a Panzergrenadier division, so it naturally is more of a mechanized thing, but it's not a pure infantry division by nature, but still. I would have expected more tank action, to be honest. We haven't seen the elephant yet, which is maybe the smart play by Borry because of all the Krupps. He has to be careful. Although we've seen a lot of these die. There's another one being shelled right here. There's at least 2, maybe even 3 that died here. These are still together, still pinned, or pinned once again, I have to say. I think this SK-18 has not yet been shooting, which is terrible. Once again, if you buy artillery, you have to use it as much as you can, otherwise you're just not going to get the value out of it. Did the Molotov get off? No. Pioneer here has an MG34. This one has a Lati something. I think this is worse, but the problem is this thing has the SVT, and it has Suomis. And I think this is within 150 meter range after match, so the Suomi actually do damage, which of course means that this thing actually wins. Even though it probably shouldn't otherwise. Now we see the Flak Panther coming in a very dangerous spot. Yeah, this is the problem if you lose this hill. You can't really go there anymore. Like, you have to go all the way around. And Borry's probably going to lose this, I have to imagine, which would be absolutely backbreaking. But still, I mean, we're 40 minutes in. It's 13-11 for Borry now, 13-11 for Koenig as he just grabs these flags there. Oh, I mean, Borry developing his push here quite nicely. If he can somehow get into these woods, he might be able to grab this as well. At the same time, Koenig doing the other thing right here with grabbing this hill. The problem is, of course, I feel like Borry's push is a little bit less of an issue for Koenig than Koenig's push is for Borry. Because once again, losing this hill is such a big problem, especially if you don't have control over this hill either. Because if you have both of these hills, you can basically control all the open here. Like, it's so hard to grab this flag, it's so hard to re-grab this flag. You can try to go through here, that's still possible, but you can kind of cover off a push into that flag on red side then. Whereas if Borry grabs this, he can't really go anywhere from here, and he kind of needs to take the hill first to get, you know, really back into this side of the map again. And it's relatively hard to go anywhere from here, right? Even if he grabs all of this, he still has a lot of fighting to do through this area, which is not super easy to then finally grab one more flag, which would then, of course, start enabling him to fight over this. But the problem is, to get there, you have to spend so many resources, whereas Koenig, once he has this, he doesn't have to spend that much to be able to start contesting all these flags here in the center. So it actually might end up being a 15-9 very, very soon, with Koenig grabbing both of these flags. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Like, this one definitely, he can 100% grab this. This one is a little bit trickier because, you know, blue can actually reinforce it through here. But it might still be possible because Borry is quite weak here. The artillery fight's still going on. Everything has been repositioned, but really not interesting. Looks like Koenig just kind of forgot. SK-18 here. Yeah, so the problem is, Borry has a lot of artillery pieces, but half of them haven't been firing all the time. Like, this one is still unused. These have just fired and are now silent again. This one is continuously firing, but it's not going for for counter battery. Oh, Flak Panther, probably not going to be able to stop all of this. What Borry now needs to do is focus on one of these planes and make sure that that single plane dies. You kind of have to break down your opponent's AA plays like that. This should die now because it's, even though Borry's not manually focusing, yeah. Like this is basically what you have to do. You kind of have to bunch together your AA pieces. Borry's moving them, really nice. And then start shooting down one plane at a time. 14-10 now for Koenig. I just grabbed this flag and it looks like it's gonna grab this one as well. Panzer 4 isn't the right tool here because of course a Stück force will struggle to kill that at range. Panzer 4 in the meantime should have no issues whatsoever. Panzer 4 bounces on the Stück. Stück gets transmission damage. Panzer will probably finish this. Now we see an elephant in. Let's go with a long time boost. But Koenig gets a 59. It's going to equal this out very, very quickly. And there's not actually that much time left. So Borry needs to stabilize very quickly and then make up for the tickets that he's lost. So that's going to be a major issue. Befehlstiger, very aggressive forward. Borry has not actually used his super aggressive. Like, it's used in the open here a little bit, but that was about it. Flag filling, still alive, moving around now. Krupp coming in a very defensive spot. Okay. Yeah, Borry could, or not could, should try to grab some CQC and push into this, or just try to push around here. Stumpany is still sitting there. Interesting. Oh, looks like the duo of artillery guns here died. So that was to be expected. That's what I mentioned earlier. This is why you don't group up your artillery pieces that close to each other. Like, even this is already risky, but I guess he does it for the ammunition. Which makes a lot more sense than what Borry did here. Panzer 4 killed a Stück, as we've seen, going after some infantry here, it looks like. Black Panzer Puncher, might get shot up by the Pak 40 very, very soon, or by the Stück 3 alternatively. I mean, it's great to just obliterate infantry, which it does. Oh, Koenig tried to grab this one, cheeky, but Borry has reacted. Black Panzer Puncher still needs to move. Stück 3 will be able to find and kill that very, very soon. Focke-Wulf going after Pak 40 here, gonna take that out. I mean, it was already low. Oh, we see another blob of planes from Koenig up north. Did they kill anything? Don't see what they did. Oh, they killed and suppressed something here. Borry brought it back to 14-10, but it's still on the back foot. He needs to turn this around very quickly. He only has 5.5 minutes left. Now, if he can find 3 flags, that could still be his game, but he needs to find them very, very quick. But yeah, the problem is these are not so easy to grab now. This one is not super nicely reinforced. We see the BMWs in now. Don't really know what Borry's plan with these. I mean, they're providing a lot of recon, which is super nice. Actually, I mean, there's nothing here at range, at 750 meter range. Sorry, 750 meter range. These can actually do a lot of work. Against regular infantry, not so much. Against the Sturmpioneer, weirdly enough, yes. 13-11 now for Koenig. So Borry is working hard on trying this, turning this around. Marder pushing forward. That's going to be an issue. Oh, looks like the Befehlstiger died. I don't know to what. The Marder, probably? Is this the Befehlstiger? No. Or is it? This is the Befehlstiger. Looks like it looked that direction. Oh yeah, the Marder was probably somewhere over here. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. Wait, is that an APCR range or did he get a side shot? It's an APCR range. Yeah, that's a problem. Of course, you need to make sure that your heavy armor is just not within killing range of APCR of German guns. Back to 12-12, and the difference here is not that big. So if Borry can grab another flag, he will turn this around. He has now grabbed this one, something that we expected him to do a long time ago. Problem is he's not holding this very securely, so he might just lose the same for this flag, and he still needs to find another one, which is, it's not looking like he's currently getting it anytime soon. Oh yeah, Panzer 4 got the bailed out. Got side shot by Stück 3. Stück 3 is going to go down to the Stück 4 eventually. It should go down. The line of sight tool, once again, very, very scuffed there. Gets the kill. Problem is, this flag's still not going to flip. Borry actually needs some infantry to do that. 14-10 now for Koenig once again as he regrabs this flag. And he regrabs that flag right there. Yeah, it's not looking good for Borry. The Jagdpanzer now goes down to the air spam. Oh, that's really, really bad. Artillery war still going on, but not very decided. I mean, both players lost a lot of units. I think we're going to see a lot of kills. But yeah, Borry just even though we saw some great pushes there, it looks like he just doesn't manage to get back into this in time. He has 3 minutes left and he needs to turn this around completely, which I just don't think is going to happen. Also, we don't see many more infantry. Probably, I think he's out of infantry. Would not be surprised. I mean, truthfully, 20th Panzergrenadier is not a balanced division in my opinion. It just the intertab is not super deep. He has some other limitations. It has a lot of great tools, but to me it feels it's more of a Maverick deck, to be honest. Not a 150 coming in this T34 kind of thing. A Muniwagen T34. Interesting. Stück 4 versus Pack 40. Yeah, Pack 40 misses because it has a lot of suppression. Will go down. Problem is it's still not going to flip because of the Kivari here. Still 14-10. About 2 minutes left. Oh, next wave of planes. So now we can actually check. Oh, they have medium resilience. Okay, actually decent. And the loadout is not too bad either. Like, it could be better, but 220 mils is serviceable to shoot things down. Not that Koenig has used them for this, but still something to keep in mind. Oh, looks like the SK said that Usebeard died. And the Flak Panzer as well. Yeah, it was too far forward eventually. 13-11. Borry now finally grabbing this flag. The problem is it's not going to be enough. He has 12-12, he regrabs this. He might actually get the kill on the Marder here. The Marder has used up all of its HE shell. It has no machine gun, so the Panzergrenadier is just going to be able to walk up there and kill it. Wow, that's bad. Oh, if Borry now could grab this, I think now it's too late. If he had done this a little bit earlier, or managed to get the 12-12 a little bit earlier and now find another one, he would be winning this, but I think now it is too late. The problem is Stromgrenadier is here as well. Strict Freeze are just driving directly into it. Mada here in some ambush position as well. Elephant just moving forward, really ballsy. Strict 4 might actually be able to grab this. There's nothing that the Stromgrenadier can stop it, but it's gonna have to work hard for it. So Borry now Borry just Q moving forward everything. Even the Muniwagen. Oh my god. The problem is, like, as soon as it's just going to encircle, so it's not actually a good move. 14-10 for Koenig once again as he kills off with some planes this Panzergrenadier here. Something here dies as well. These flag flip. Borry bring it now to 13-11 once again as he grabs back this flag. Oh, but a Stück 4 here gonna go down. The leader's gonna go down to Stromgrenadier. Wait, what's happening? Well, now they spotted it. One is that. Koenig hopping out immediately, trying to get out of line of sight of Stück so they can hop back in afterwards to kill it. Great play there. Muniwagen just pushing forward. Oh my god. 15-9 for Koenig now. Ooh, Borry losing this flag as well. And he's reramming this, but it's only going to be temporary. Although maybe not because he moves his pioneer here as well. No, now it's surrounded. It's surrounded. Oh no, it's captured by the flamethrower here. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. These things are not durable. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore anyway, but still. 15 minutes now, so Borry should surrender any second as we have reached the 50-minute time limit. And there we go. But great game by both players. If you look at the stats, yeah, Koenig was out trading Borry heavily. I mean, on the ground, they both had similar numbers in the end. I feel like Borry maybe had a little bit less, but of course, Koenig had the massive air force that just obliterated everything that Borry had. So, I mean, what's that? 1,600 points? Yeah, that's quite a big difference actually. Kills. Let's look at that. Yeah, look at that. The Flak Feeling just killed 3 Stukas. Quite unnecessarily. No, 4. All 4 of them. Quite unnecessarily so too. Like, after the first one, Borry knew. And he sent in 3 more to the exact same spot. I don't know why. Like, that was absolutely horrible. Fokker Wolf here did a lot of killing as well. These were quite devastating. Strong Grenadier here as well. Stick 4 did a lot of work too. Oh, look at the Pioneer go. Damn. 150. Yeah, killed too many. Like, yeah, Borry just wasn't playing well with artillery, if we're being honest. IT-33. Oh, they got a lot of traits. Oh, the IT-33 killed the Befehls. Ouch. The heat shell. How much? I don't think the heat shell of the IT-33 has 160 pen. I think it's like 150 or something. No, sorry, 170 it has to have. Well, they can still overpen, and the Befehlsjäger might also have shown side armor, so don't know about that. Definitely have to double check now. No, I don't think so. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of Grenadier killing. I mean, this was the very end where it didn't matter anymore, but still losing 3 Stuks to the same unit is infantry unit is quite devastating. On the other side, Panzer IV actually did a lot of work at the start. The Panzer IV, I mean, Borry kind of dominated the open there, despite the fact that Koenig had the upper hand there with the Krupps in theory, and he didn't even use an elephant for it, which is impressive. The Panzer IV did well as well. The RG-33 in the open. Yeah, look at that. Killed 3 Krupps. Like, that's so many points. It's like 330 points. Killed by a 60-point unit, by the way. Yeah, Panzer IV did some work as well. Again, and after that, oh, the Flag Panzer Puncher. I mean, yeah, it killed the Fokker Wolf. It obliterated some infantry. It just wasn't enough, and he lost it quite unnecessarily in the end. But yeah, great game to both players. Hope you enjoyed it too. Have a great day, and see you next time.